I'm Shivali. I'm the co-founder of this company called Global Edge. We have a rich experience of 11 years in the field of overseas education, and we are sending students to more than 21 countries, including UK, Europe, Canada, Australia, Ireland, USA, New Zealand, and many more, even Singapore, Dubai. And my team has counseled more than 57,000 students as of date, and we are yet just going on and on. So we are happy to welcome you in our family. Now we'll start with the undergraduate education system in UK, right? The first thing is that there is a common admission process which is called UCAS, in which it is a one single form and you are allowed to have maximum 5 applications or institutions of your choice. The cost of this is £23. So the only catch is that you're allowed to make only 5 applications in one form. And one student is allowed only one UCAS at a time. So, in a year, and you can fill only one UCAS, okay? The deadline for this is 15th January. It starts on first week of September, and UCAS closes on 15th January. There are late applications taken, but some universities close on 15th. They don't take the late ones. So you have to be very careful where you're applying and if that university is allowing a late UCAS or not. Okay. There are some universities which take applications without UCAS also. So I advise my students first finish your UCAS, and then if there are a few extra universities, you can do after UCAS. Also, like if the standard requirements are not met, you begin with the foundation program and then you move smoothly into the degree program. Now I will talk about Oxbridge. So Oxbridge is an exam given for admission for Cambridge or Oxford University. Now Cambridge and Oxford are the 2 top ranked universities of UK for most of the fields. Just one second. So Oxbridge or Oxford Cambridge is included in UCAS. You can either pick up Oxford or Cambridge, okay? The deadline is 15th October. So if my student has to go in 2021 September, he has to apply by 15th of October under UCAS for Oxford or Cambridge. And then there is an exam which is called Oxbridge, which is normally held, this year it is on 4th November. And you have to file up for this exam, book your center and take it on 4th November. So this is a very competitive process, and it's very tedious also. The exam is also not easy. So, you need to get in touch with us to understand this process more clearly, but it is under UCAS. So you have to finish your UCAS application by 15th of October. Now, let me tell you the bachelor's. It can be for 3 years or 4 years. I've been mentioning about the internship or the placement opportunity. So what is that? Those programs are called sandwich programs under the UG. You have a choice that you can choose a 4-year UG program, in which the 3rd year is an industrial placement year. So 2 years you study, then the 3rd year you work, and then the 4th year you again go back to your university and you start studying, and you have to write a dissertation or a report on the work experience that you've had. So this makes your program more, practical. It makes you more ready for the job market. And you also understand that you're getting to work in a country, and after that you'll get a 2 years of experience also. So it just makes the whole program, the experience very different. Also, one more thing I want to tell you is the university rankings. Always check the university rankings as per the discipline of the subject. Some universities are very good for sciences, some are very good for business schools, some are very good for the schools of arts. So whenever you're looking at a university ranking, you have to take it vis-a-vis the subject that you are going for. Okay, so just don't think that this is a top university, it has to be top for every subject. No, they all have their specializations. Some of the top universities I've written that, are sought after and are a dream for many: Oxford, Cambridge, Imperial College London, London School of Economics, St. Andrews, King's College, UCL, University of Glasgow, Warwick, etc. So these are very old, very famous, very highly ranked universities of UK. So these are the famous universities. I'll just start, bringing some names of the universities so that by the end of the presentations, you all know if you all are looking for any particular university or what kind of a university it is. So again, about the UCAS application process, some things to really keep in your mind. I always advise, please check your minimum entry qualifications. It all depends a lot on your 11th grade, your predicted score cards, and don't apply to over ambitious universities because you're wasting your 5 choices. We just have 5 choices. So I want my students to give themselves a very fair chance for admission, and just don't get over ambitious when we have to choose a UCAS. It has to be done with a lot of strategy, and obviously we don't want to miss out on the best that we can get. So there's a lot of work done when we choose the 5 UCAS options. You can submit only one UCAS form per year, and there is only one essay which is uploaded, and it is common to all 5 universities. So understand that if you are picking up a particular course and there is a university that you really want to go, but you're applying to others also, so your essay has to be relevant to all those 5 applications that you're making. So the course has to be similar, your passion has to be similar, your goals have to be similar, then only you can make it relevant to all the 5 choices. There is only one essay which gets uploaded, and there is no particular essay for any other application. So they just read your that essay and take you forward. So have a very common kind of an essay. So UCAS is basically a regulator who will help you with your application process. So each university will consider your application and send the details of decision to UCAS, and UCAS will forward it to you. You have a UCAS ID. So UCAS manages all your communication from you to the university back and forth. Now, suppose all your 5 applications are rejected, then you yet have an option to apply to other UK universities. The option is called clearing. Okay, so there is, suppose all the 5 you've made and you don't have a great offer, then you can, then after the whole process, you can go through clearing. So basically clearing will happen much later. It will happen the year you have to go in that month of July, August. So right now we will be doing our clearing for students who have to go in September 20, who don't have a great offer, or all they have a rejection, and then they have to drop the UCAS, drop all the 5 options and apply only to one university under clearing. Okay, so this is not a very good process because it just makes you very nervous, and you don't know what's going to happen at the end of the day. So we prefer the UCAS moves very smoothly, but after UCAS also there is an option. So my company's name is Global Edge, and you can get in touch with us for our services. We counsel students from more than 21 countries, and we help the students in shortlisting of courses, universities, countries, applications, admissions, scholarships, LOR, SOP assistance, and visa file preparation. Our head office is in Green Park, New Delhi, and you can connect with us, and my team of expert counselors will be very happy to help you out. We counsel students for countries like UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Europe, Ireland, and plenty more.